Hey, it's Auret here from essetinomedia, and on this channel we show you how to create profitable content. Today's video is all about content marketing for beginners. So if you're an entrepreneur, you just started your business, and you're looking to know more about this creating content world and putting it out there so you could grow your business, or if you're someone who wants to get a job maybe in social media or marketing and doing this for another company, understanding what content marketing is and what it isn't is essential and can save you a lot of time. I started this business with my business partner in 2010, and let me tell you, we went through a ton of trial and error trying to figure out what works, but we've since scaled our business to 6 figures, and it's all around using content marketing. So I want to share that experience with you. And in particular in this video, I want to share 5 myths and provide some advice as well on what to do, which will set you on the right path. So let's dive in. So first of all, what is content marketing? This is a type of marketing that involves creating and distributing relevant and consistent pieces of content out into the internet space. And we do this to attract the type of person that we want to attract into our audience, to attract and engage them. So if you see marketing as this big overall umbrella here, content marketing is just one arm or one branch of marketing. And within content marketing, you have doing things like podcasting, posting on social media, email marketing, infographics, blogging, all of that lives under the space of content marketing. And the entire goal of content marketing is to build trust with your audience, to establish authority, and ultimately drive the actions that you want them to take, driving those profitable actions, which could be buying a product or service of yours, or it could be opting into your email list, so that eventually all of those viewers of your content, the listeners, the subscribers, etc., they turn into customers. So let's start off with the first myth of content marketing. This myth says that you need to post on all social platforms in order to be successful. Not true. Posting on all social media platforms, in a sense being omnipresent, being everywhere, only matters if you want to go for total industry domination, which, if that's your goal, you of course need resources for that, right? However, if that's not necessarily your goal, you just want to grow your business, you want to build an audience around your particular niche or topic, you can make a very healthy income just posting on one social media platform, as long as you're doing it right. And in fact, this is exactly how we managed to grow our business. In the beginning, we were trying to be everywhere at once, posting on all these different platforms, randomly throwing out pieces of content. But it wasn't until we really focused in on YouTube, which is our platform of choice, and went all in on that platform, posting consistently, really understanding and getting better at how to create quality content for our viewers. That's when we really started to see success on this platform, not just in growing our audience, but also in our business. The second myth, a lot of people think that content marketing is just about posting on social media, but there are also other pieces of content, like creating a blog post, or sending out an email, or doing a podcast episode, for example. These are other pieces of content that come into play within your overall content marketing strategy. And it's not about just throwing up pieces of content randomly on social media either. You know, we've all done it before, just throwing up a piece of content on social media just to say that you posted something. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. But content marketing really is a long-term game that requires strategy in order to get results from it. So you got to know what you want, first of all. What is your goal? What do you want that piece of content to achieve? And then you can reverse engineer it. What kinds of messages or pieces of content can you post? It could be in the form of educating someone, it could be in the form of entertaining. What can you post to build that trust, to establish authority, to get people to come to your website? It's an intentional process. And I think a lot of people forget about that. When you're intentional in that way and you know why you're posting on your Facebook or your YouTube platform, for example, then you can make that strategy work hand in hand with other strategies of content marketing. Like, let's say, for example, you're posting on your YouTube channel to have people come to your website, and from your website, you'd like them to opt into your email list so you could nurture that list of leads to eventually purchase a product or service of yours. This is just one example, by the way. There's a ton of other strategies that you can use. But when you know that 20,000 foot view of what you want people to do, it's easier to know what you need to do on each of those platforms and what pieces of content to post so that it aligns with that strategy. Myth number 3, quantity over quality equals successful content marketing. Again, it's kind of similar to what I said earlier, but it's not about flooding the internet with posts and a ton of content at once. You got to be intentional and really find out what truly resonates with your audience. Your content should solve a problem, help someone learn something, entertain them in some way, inspire them, motivate them. This is all of what factors into quality content. And you're able to create quality content when you understand your audience better. And it's okay if you don't know your audience very well in the beginning. You'll get to know them better as you post more and you see what they react to, what they engage with. There's a really great quote by Alex Hormozi that I want to share with you. He says, "Quality beats quantity, but quality quantity beats quality. But in order to get quality, you need quantity." So I read that slow on purpose, but feel free to rewind. Well, I guess people don't rewind nowadays, but feel free to go back and listen to that again. Because essentially what he's saying is that they're both important. It's not that quality is not more important than quantity, and also vice versa. That's not the case. You find out what's quality from posting a lot, from quantity. But you also want to get to a point where you're producing quality content more frequently in bigger amounts. Okay, myth number 4. You're doing something wrong if your piece of content does not get a lot of likes. I feel like in this day and age, a lot of people get upset when the post doesn't do well, doesn't go viral, people aren't engaging with it. But that's all part of the process. It doesn't mean you're doing content marketing wrong. Testing different types of content, different types of posts is exactly what content marketing is about. And you're not going to know what your audience engages with more. You're not going to know what works without posting pieces of content that don't do well, quote unquote. One piece of content does not define you and certainly does not define your success. We have a ton of videos on our channel that have less than 100 views, some with tens of thousands of views. And all of those different videos, those different pieces of content inform the bigger picture of this entire channel in terms of our message and what we keep putting out there over and over again. And that's really key, is consistently releasing content that engages your audience and drives meaningful actions. And not every piece of content is going to do that. So it's all a learning process, and you're not doing something wrong if one post doesn't go viral. And that takes me to the 5th myth, which is that content marketing yields immediate results. It totally doesn't, guys. It's a long-term strategy. Posting on your socials, getting to know your audience, finding out what works, sending out some emails, seeing who opens that email, how many people clicked within that email on the link that you put in there. It's really an entire journey. But I find that's what makes it exciting, is this contrast of what works, what doesn't, and learning in the process of it. And it all works towards building an audience, establishing your authority. You know, even those posts that don't do well, it's still establishing your authority. It plays a role in that. And as long as you're doing this consistently, you will gain traction over time. Patience and consistent effort are really key and highly underrated. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our Profitable Content Playbook newsletter. I'm going to put a link down in the description below, or we'll have a QR code pop up here somewhere. It's absolutely free to subscribe to this newsletter, and you'll receive weekly tips on building your audience, monetizing your expertise, attracting clients, and increasing revenue. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.